She wanna fuck, she like a vampire. She wanna suck, she like a vampire. She want it rough, she like a vampire. It's not enough, she like a vampire. She wanna fuck, she like a vampire. She wanna suck, she like a vampire. She want it rough, she like a vampire. It's not enough, she like a vampire. Vampire.
People always ask me, why don't you ever pick this up? You got skills, homie, how come you don't go and make this stuff? Imagine all the fans rocking and following, telling me that Joe M, that'll leave more rappers in the dust. Nodding my head in the lines like, give me some more compliments. Assuming up mistaking my cockiness for confidence. Ain't thanks for noticing and for pointing out the obvious. But funny part is, my words are only spoken in silence.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Music Made Me Different, where artists get a chance to express themselves and give you new light on the music culture. It gives them a platform to express themselves across all avenues. Whether you're an EDM artist, you're hip hop, rap, reggae, it doesn't matter. This platform is for all artists to express themselves and show love. So today we actually have a special guest. It's Albuquerque's finest, yours truly, Quest.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it, man. Good to see you.
Thank you for joining us, bro. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Man, so I know that you just got an award. You just got a Latin award.
Latin award, yes, sir.
In Albuquerque for what was this song again?
It was for Una Probita with my boy Brian out there. Shout out to Brian, you know.
Yeah, dude, He killed it on that chorus,
Oh,
bro.
man, he's amazing singer, bro, let me tell you.
Yeah. Anyways, so I want these people to learn and know something different about like Albuquerque's culture of music, you know, and the whole point of Music Made Me Different, because you're my first episode, you know what I mean? Music Made Me Different. The whole point of it is for you to get a platform to get people to really know you on a different scale. So I want you to open up if you can, you know what I mean? I want you to open up and be a little extra vulnerable if it's possible, you know? And really like let them know your struggles to everything, like from your struggles to where you got, you know? Other than that, like we'll start off fresh, we'll start off new, we'll start off up in the front. So what I want you to do is if you can you tell everybody what you have new coming out?
Yeah, so I actually got a couple new projects coming out. As many of you guys know, I got my EP One Less that dropped in January, beginning of 2023. And then currently right now, shout out to Gilly Soul, man. You know, we've been working on some music. I mean, you got a little taste of what we got going in the backgrounds, but yeah, I got some stuff in the work with him. Yeah. And then I actually, myself, I'm actually working on a new EP myself, or possibly even an album. So we'll see what number of songs we're playing with.
Sneak peek. Any names for it? Any names you get come up with yet?
You know what?
Too up in there yet?
You know what? It's up in there right now. I do got one in the works, but I'm gonna kind of keep it down low so nobody goes out there and try to buy my ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. But other than that, man, like, what got you into this music thing?
Yeah, so that's an interesting story. So way back in the day, I have two older brothers. You know, shout out to Ayani, shout out to Sirius out there. Yeah. You know, I had two older brothers that were over there listening to rap, messing with the rap. You know, they'd be freestyling and whatnot. Well, forever in the day, they used to tell me, "Hey, man, come over here, jump in, rap with us," and I'd be like, "Nah, I'm chilling." Yeah. And then every single time they'd rap, "Nah, come in, rap with us." Yeah. "Nah, I'm chilling." And so finally, at one point, I started rapping with them, and I started, just saying, all right, let me see what I can do. Yeah. So then I started rapping like that. Well, over time, whatever, and it was every once in a while. Well, over time, as I got into high school, I remember I knew my boy Stone, ST1 out there. Shout out to you too. I'm gonna give all these shout outs, man. Yeah. Yeah, but so my boy ST1, so I known him since middle school, whatever. We went to high school. I found out he rapped. Yeah. So then I was like, "Hey, man, I heard you rap." He goes, "Yeah, man, I rap." I was like, "Man, that's pretty dope." So then we started talking more about that. So then he finally come up to the point and said, "Hey, do you rap?" And I was like, "Oh man, I kind of dabble with it." Yeah. So then he goes, "Oh man, like let me see what you got." Yeah. So then I started, showing them, some of my freestyles and what I could freestyle at the time, and then most of my written stuff. And he's like, "Man, that's actually pretty dope." He goes, "Hey, why don't you just start rapping a little more? So then whatever, as time went on, I started rapping with him. And then he was actually the first person when we got around a group of people. We're in a group of friends or whatever, and all of them started rapping. So I went with him one time to this place, and he was like, hey, man, you need to rap in front of these people. And I was like, man, I'm not going to rap in front of these people because, of course, me, I was like, a little heart was beating.
Yeah, you got a little adrenaline rush going on.
Yeah. I got it like, I was so scared. So then he goes, nah, you're going to rap. And I was like, no. So then finally he says, you know what? He pushed me out, and then that's when I busted flow. And then I remember the first reaction that after I busted that flow, they were like, oh, man, that was so dope, so dope.
Yeah, giving you that mad love.
Yeah, man. And then at that point, that's when that first fire kind of lit. And I was like, oh, man, like, hey, they actually kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So then as time went on, of course, I started freestyling more, rapping more. And then it just got to a point where the ball started rolling. I just got more comfortable rapping in front of people, rapping with people. Yeah. And it just kind of built up off top of that. But that's what actually got me into it was, just the encouragement and the push and the drive in order to do it. Because if it wasn't for my boy Stone saying, hey, why don't you go and rap, I wouldn't be here rapping today. Yeah. He was the one that really pushed me out to really start doing it, man.
Yeah, see, and it's dope because like when I was introduced to music and rapping was actually when I was 12, when my dad actually bought a stereo. My uncle came down, and actually my dad bought 2 microphones for it so we could hook them up, and he's had to start rap battling. And this was literally around the same time 8 Mile came out. Okay. So then we started rap battling in the house. My uncle would always sit there and end it. He's all, so now speaking to the camel toe, and then he would put the microphone like a moose knuckle, feel what I'm saying? And then and he listened to KRS-One all the time, so it's like he had like a lot of that New York energy that he introduced me to at a young age, So, with your music, bro, like I heard you, bro, from the last 2 to 3 years, bro. You evolved so much. Like,
hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You used to sound like your brother, Serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people always said, man.
Yeah, dude. Like when I used to listen to music, Gilly's like, nah, that's Quest right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, what? Like that's not him, nah. Because like I thought you did, but then you started picking up the randomness as Ioni has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And shout out to IE Cinematics because
IE Cinematics out there, love you, man.
Yeah,
love you, bro.
I actually did a podcast with him on another podcast that I have. Why You Talking, and he dropped hints to a new album that he just recently dropped, so shout out to him. But you have that randomness, but like once you started kicking it with Gilly, I noticed you started clicking on different things and different avenues on the way your music is. Bro, I was listening to one of your joints the other day, bro, just getting ready for this podcast, bro, and it blew my mind because I heard a totally different. And this wasn't even on a song you were with Gilly, because no one knows about those songs you're doing with Gilly with that album, bro.
Yeah,
those
not right now. Yeah,
those are gas, boy. Those are gas.
That's that fire that ain't nobody ready for, man.
That whole album's gonna be, dude. You guys are flamethrowing people, Yeah. But like I heard that song. Actually, it was one that you did with oh man, your brother just dropped it. Ironic.
Oh, yeah,
okay, my bad.
The Jawbones.
Yeah, bro. Like
that
dude,
one. Yeah.
Which is actually wasn't that one. I think it was at the intro of this, right?
The Jawbones?
No. We got to drop that in this. We got to drop that in this clip.
The Jawbones is a fire song,
bro,
man. Ironic killed that song.
But dude, I'm just like, man, dude, it feels good when you get down on the track with somebody and you did it just as good as them or better on the track.
Yeah, man.
Like that energy's just unmatched.
Well, like that song itself, man. I mean, and shout out to Ironic, bro. Ironic's talented in so many ways, man, than you could believe. But yeah, with that song, man, once I heard it and once he got back to me with the mix and everything, man, I was just like, dang, like this song, it's just a banger, bro. It's just a good song.
Yeah,
the song
dude.
came out good.
Well, a lot of your joints are becoming bangers. Like you used to dabble in a lot, man. Like I seen you go from like that raw hip hop to like more speaking for God, and keeping it real at the same time. Now you dabbled in that, like your Hispanic roots, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And then you got award for it. You know, like congratulations.
Hey,
by the way,
you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I didn't get a chance to say it. You know what I mean?
But thank you.
But like now, bro, I see you doing big things, bro. Like you getting noticed, you getting streams left and right. You know what I mean? Like, like what were your toughest struggles? Because I know you just had a kid, so that could be hard on a person too when they just have a child at the same time trying to pursue what they're pursuing.
Yeah, man. Well, see, and like it is complicated, man. Cause to be honest, I wish I had more time to do like shows and stuff like that and get out there and, do more music. But with that, man, I mean, just learning how to find the balance between doing what you love and also taking care of what you love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it is difficult at times to, find time to create music, to think about it. But the way that I look at it and the way that I see it and the way that I do it, man, and what's really helped me kind of get through it and kind of push through that is I may not be able to always record. I may not be always able to get into the studio. But that doesn't mean I can't go home and write a song. That doesn't mean I can't pull out and, start, looking for beats, vibing, and just kind of get, escaping and doing something different.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, doing exactly what I want, but it's part of that process. And I learned I could take care of the music creative process through every single day. And then when I find time to record, then that's when I record. When I find time to get to the studio, that's when I go to the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's what's really helped me and what's really brought me and what's really encouraged me to get through that. Because even at times, man, even at work, bro, work could get complicated too, man. Mm-hmm. I've spent a lot of time, most of my time at work, with the struggles over there at work and, I'm wishing that I could be somewhere else doing something else, man. But again, it's just finding that time of finding something different and do in order to keep continuing, keep pushing it on.
Yeah, keep that energy alive.
Exactly. Yeah, the energy alive.
Do you think that actually had an effect on your creative process because now you have more time to refine before you actually hit the recording part of it?
Oh, most definitely, man. Because let me tell you, there's plenty of times where I've gone back and I've rewritten or I've, moved the bars around, I've rewritten it. I've had time to, think of new things, man. And of course, man, when you're going through that creative process, bro, it's always important to think. And then I'd be there over there on Google looking stuff up, looking things, just making sure, the facts are straight. Because, man, if there's one thing that you're going to be doing, bro, if you're going to be spitting bars and spitting rhymes, man, you better make sure that your facts are straight, bro. Because at one point, anybody could point something out. And,
that's it.
Done. Done.
Dude, but nowadays, I don't even think people even pay attention that much into it now, bro. Nowadays, like the one thing that when me and Gilly talk a lot, it's funny because we're like over critiquing our stuff and like, and I know he gets upset because I'll over critique. Like when he sends me a song that he's working on or something, I'll be like, hey, this could be different. This could be different. And I know it's like discouraging when that happens because like I get upset with him the same with the podcasting way. You know what I mean? I get upset when I send him something and he's like, hey, this and that. But at the same time, it's like he's only saying it because he knows. You know what I mean? Like
and he cares for your craft as well, man. Yeah.
He wants you to he doesn't want you to give anything lesser, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I see like when you guys are in the studio, bro, like I see a different energy and a different charisma. Like like how it is when me and him sit down and we go to mix, like we're straight to the point. In and out, boom, get it done. Like, but when I see you and him writing and like really bouncing off each other, like, bro, it's a different level. It's a different energy. Like, you know how to catch his wave and he knows how to catch your wave, bro. I feel like it's like a J. Cole and a J.I.D.
Oh, dang,
you see what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like with the new energy of what you guys are coming out with, bro, like you guys, it's only uphill. You see what I'm saying? Like you guys are pushing each other forward, and it's like you could see it overflowing into your individual songs as well. Like he has an EP he's doing something on, you have stuff you're working on, and I'm hearing these tracks, bro, and I'm like, bro, and I'm hearing what you guys are working on. I'm like, bro, dog, it's like you're burning down the forest, bro. You're ready to go. Like you guys are like guns cocked back and just going in front line, Yeah,
man. And while like with Gilly and stuff like that, and big shout out to Gilly because obviously he was like one of the first ones that, well, other than Ayani, shout out to Ayani, started rapping with him first. But then Gilly, when I got me Gilly, I remember I free flowed with Gilly, and then Gilly's the one who actually really put me on the track and put it out there and stuff like that. And so big shout out to him. But yeah, man, I think it's important within, like, especially when you're creating music, man, to have that person that you could be like that with, man, the person that encourages you and the person that you encourage. Because like you said, we bounce off each other, but that's only because he's a excellent at what he does. He's a good rapper, man. I've always thought he was an excellent rapper. He's an excellent rapper, man. I love it. And for me to rap with him, it's like, oh man, I need to bring that level.
That's what I'm saying.
Where his level is at. Yeah. And then with that, we just keep boom, 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 boom. Because yeah, man, I mean, some of the new songs Gilly works on, man. Ooh, man, some of those hooks, bro, blow my mind.
Boy, like the depth he's been on is a different wave too. It's like you both are like opening up to a realm that's I feel hasn't really been seen out here in Albuquerque. You know what I mean? Because out here, the music culture is different. Like we got a lot of talent, but then we also got a lot of people that are just like the ones that are getting credit. I feel majority of the time out here are the people that aren't really like on that level yet, but they're putting in the work. You see what I'm saying? And then you got the ones that are taking their time with their stuff, perfecting their craft, that's giving quality, not just like not quantity. You know what I mean? While these other, I'll call them youngsters. You know what I mean? These newbies at the music are running around getting the credit. You see what I'm saying?
No, I feel you, man. Yeah, man. And I mean, even that. I mean, it could be encouraging, discouraging at times.
Yeah.
But all in all, what I gotta say about that, my little rebuttal to that, man, is I can't knock their hustle.
Yeah,
I mean, they're still putting in their work. They're still doing what they're doing.
They're at it like a crack addict.
And and they're tapping into a different avenue than what me and what we're trying to tap into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're doing their avenue over here with their guns and flashy weapons and money and all that. And that's cool, man. Like that's not that great. Let them do that, man. But yeah, man. But for us, tapping into that more meaning, having that more soul to it, man. It could be hard to continue on with it because it's like, dang, man, they're getting recognized and I'm not.
Exactly.
But at the same time, bro, if you love what you do, if you want to really exceed in what you do, why not take the time? Why not keep pushing? And you know what? One of the biggest things is don't focus on what other people are doing, because that takes you away from your creative process and pushes you to, start trying to mold to what other people want. It's important, man. Let them do them, bro. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on what you need. And how you want to approach it and how you want to do it. And that's what makes, to me, music, that's what makes me
Take
different.
notes, everybody. Exactly, take
man.
notes. Take notes. He's giving you some tidbits right here because I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, like you guys, when you guys hear his new stuff, you guys are going to be in for it. You know what I mean? You guys are going to be surprised. I'm just saying, hands down. But other than that, like, how is having a kid reflected into your music, bro?
Oh man, it's reflected tremendously. I love the little guy, man. Azariah, I love you to death.
Oh, he's beautiful. He looked like his mama though.
Oh man, light skin like his mama, but man, let me tell you, got the looks of his father, bro. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's really impacted my music and how I see it, and the way that I start thinking about life. Because obviously, before a kid, man, you don't think about, the common stuff of, I need to be home and stuff like that. Like, when you're single and you're free, man, and you got no kids, man, no responsibilities, in quote, no responsibilities.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you could just kind of live however you kind of want. But when you got a kid, man, you can't really just live however you want. I mean, you can, but to me, that's not good parenting. Another point message.
Another note. Jot it down.
But no, like you really had to, like, nowadays it's really made me really think about how my days go, what I need to do, where I need to hustle more, you know what I mean? Because obviously now I got somebody to protect, I got somebody to feed, I got a baby that I got to attend to. So obviously I'm going to make sure that I hustle as well. And, with that hustle and with that drive, it just encourages me to keep pushing. Because there are times where I get down. And there are times where it's tough, man. And it's like, man, why am I really doing this? But then at the same time, it's like I see something coming from it. And I see my boy. And I'm like, I want my boy. And I want to be an example for him. Not only to show him what it means to hustle, but also always to show him what it means to work, what it means to take care of a family, what you need to do in order to be a man. So, man, it's really impacted my music in the way of thinking, just the way that I do it, and how I spend my time with it. You know what I mean? So it's really molded my vision as of lately, man. Just really fine-tuned, making sure that I just get in there and do it, man.
I could say from a stance, because I am a father too, like it's like every move that you make is different based off of that child. It's like, that everything you do can affect that kid. So you try to do things that startle the waters as least as possible when it comes to your child.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But I got a question for you in that.
Yeah.
Do you hope that some of your music incline rubs off on your child?
Hey, man, don't get me wrong. That would be exciting. Yeah. I would love it if, he picked it up. But, I'm never going to force him to do anything. But you know what? If my messages and what I'm doing could really impact him and encourage him to do the same thing, then so be it, man.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love nothing more than that. I would love nothing more for him to come in, press record, and we rap on the mic together.
Oh,
you know
boy,
what I mean?
that'll be a good feeling.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
Cause see, like some of my music inclined rubbed off onto my children because they love to dance and they love music and they got good rhythm. Like my daughter, she wanted to do dancing, so we put her in dance, but then she was too young. She couldn't get down the steps, right? So she ended up cheerleading. But while she's cheerleading, she's still on the side just dancing her little heart out. You see what I'm saying? And then I look at my youngest now, and my youngest starting to fall in the same steps. She wants to do exactly what her older sister did. You know what I mean? So, but man, bro, man.
Yeah, one thing before we move on from that topic, man.
Go ahead.
One thing is hopefully what I say, the stuff that I have, I'm curious. Like, do you ever find yourself thinking like, is my son gonna be embarrassed of me? Because like when you think of Snoop Dogg and their kids and stuff like that, they're like, man, that's my parent. I don't really want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
well, I don't know, bro. Like Snoop Dogg and them are a different era, though. It's
that's true, man.
Because
That's
they still
true.
get mad respect for the music they made back then, even though their style was different. Like you look at them, bro, they're like legends in their own way. You know what I mean? Like they're permanently imprinted, bro. Their legacy is gonna live on, right? But I wonder how I am going to be in my kids' eyes because when I do look at them, I'm like, I know how to embarrass them to an extent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they going to be embarrassed of us?
Yeah, I don't think they'll be embarrassed of us until we start embarrassing them. Because I ain't going to lie, I do stuff to embarrass my oldest sometimes.
Yeah.
I do. But as I was like, and she's like, oh, Dad, like, especially because like, she's only 8 years old, right? And like for us, we're like, hey, our kids shouldn't be dating at that young. You know what I mean? I got girls. You got a boy.
I got a boy. I ain't got to worry about that.
You're gonna be encouraging. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, bro, this is how it works. You know?
I'm on. You talking to who?
Exactly, bro. And then, but like, I make it a point to embarrass her a little bit. You know what I mean? Just joking around. But like, I don't really think that they're embarrassed. Like, maybe depending, we're not like we're looking at 70s hairdos in the 90s, you know what I mean? Like we're trying to leave something that permanently imprints on somebody a decade from now. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when you're working on a song, you know, you're trying to think of future generations. You're trying to give the knowledge to your kid for when he hits a certain age, right? So as long as you're doing that, bro, what can they be embarrassed about? Because what you're doing is you're leaving a generational knowledge. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
man.
like, I can't really say that they're going to be embarrassed of us because we're not like in the 70s dressing like hippies and you know what I mean?
I feel you,
Trying
man.
to be cool. Like I was thinking about that. Like I went to a graduation party the other day, right? And it was funny because I was looking at all the older cats like in their 40s and stuff. They still got that like that 80s and 70s hairdo going on. Like my camera guy right here, Mike, you were right there, huh? No, you didn't even go. You didn't go to Audie's. Nah, bro. If you was there, bro. But you know how Cheyenne's family is, though, right? Yeah. See, he could vouch. Like their family, like they got that old hairdo, like big old puffy hair, like permed out. And I'm like, bro, like, what the hell,
bro?
Like I was like, what the hell? Like we're in 2023. Like that shit's 40 years old, bro. Like I don't know, bro. I don't think they would be embarrassed of us.
Yeah,
bro.
see, being a new time parent, I just kind of think of this, you know, kind of like, you know, just think about this stupid stuff like that. But no.
So I want to get your opinions.
What's
my bad for talking over you for a second. I want to get your opinions on because I know that you are a newer artist.
Yeah.
But your age and your mental state and your music is different. The type of music and the way you're kicking it. How do you feel about all these younger artists that are coming into the mainstream? You know what I mean? Becoming household names, kicking the music the way that they're kicking it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about like Lil Xan and all that, but like you got other artists now. You know what I mean? That are starting to blow up, like TikTok rappers and all these other rappers. You know what I mean? That are blowing up. Like, what's your opinion based off of their music? Like, I know you probably like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Like, let them do them at the same time. But like, I want to hear your actual genuine opinion on their craft.
Well, man, and you know, and there's some really good ones out there, and then obviously there's some people that I don't think that are really that great.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say any names because obviously I'm not gonna knock anybody down, man.
Yeah.
Because to each his own. But I mean, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough question because it's like, damn, like what are they doing different that I'm not doing? Like to me, I think my lyrics and my message in it, like it has message, it has meaning, it has, you know, it has a substance to it. And some of the stuff that some of these people be spitting, sometimes it's like, man, garbage, bro. Like, it better like words, garbage. And it's like, wow, how the hell did he do what he did? And how the hell can I do that so I could get where he's at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And that's how it makes me feel, man. It makes me feel like, damn, like if they could do it, then I could do it. But how the hell are they doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's all a matter of figuring it out and, you know, moving along with that. But but don't get me wrong, man. There's some of these newer ones that actually put out good songs, man, and decent songs that I bump and that I like and that I fuck with, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, do you feel that maybe the reason for them making it the way they are is because of the type of message they're pushing?
I think it's a lot of factors, man. A lot of factors. I think it's between that. It's between their age, definitely, man. Because obviously, some of these cats get a earlier start in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then and that's beneficial for them, man. That's beneficial for a lot of people, man. Is that just that early start? But with that being said, I mean, bro, like I said, their age, you know, the message that they're putting out, how they're putting it out, because of visual, man. Everybody's a visual learner, bro. We be observing everything with our eyes, man, and bro, for whatever reason, man, these younger kids, man, like the flashy stuff, man, and that's just sometimes how it goes, man. That's just the way of life.
See, I'm truly wondering if the reason why they're blowing up is because it's a lot of gimmick. And the thing is, like you said, it's flashy.
It's
we're
entertainment,
visual.
man.
Yeah,
That's
like
what it is.
literally,
It's
like,
entertaining.
because you notice that back then when they talked about doing drugs and they talked about shooting somebody, it was more of like an actual thing. That's their culture. That's what they grew up knowing,
with, yeah.
right? Now you hear them saying it. It's like, oh, Wilbert down the street said, oh, he's gonna pop a glicky at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, Wilbert doesn't even have a glicky. He only has a couple water balloons.
Yeah, he got a squirt gun in this closet.
Yeah, it's like, bro, and it's like, and the thing is, what he did is he used autotune and said it, made it sound hot, right, and did it in a swagger, you know, and it just took, you know what I mean? Because I feel like people nowadays, and me and Gillies talked about this. It's like what we're listening to, right? What we're listening for is not what people are listening to and listening for, and it's like. It's kind of in the realm of like, what are we doing at that point? It's like, are we us perfecting our craft is making us better, right? But are we doing it at this point? Are we doing it just to do it, or are we doing it just wasting our time?
Well, I guess with that is just on how you look at it. Are you doing it for the craft, or are you doing it thinking you're wasting your time? It's just all point of perspective, man. And that's what I really believe. It's all point of perspective. Like me, like I said, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I think, oh man, is this a waste of time? But then I slap myself and I'm like, no, man, it's for a purpose. There's a reason why.
Yeah.
And the reason is being, you know, I want to get my message out there. I want, to touch the people. I want, to touch the same souls pretty much that feel the way that I feel, that go through the things that I go through.
Yeah.
That, that people that can relate to me.
Yeah.
If I could, because I had that avenue and that escape through music, obviously, to get away at times, throw on a song, and just get away and just not think about life for a moment. Well, I want to do that same thing for other people. I want to get them that avenue so that they could get away for a moment.
Yeah.
Even if it's just bumping it, man. But that's what I'm saying. It's just all how you perceive it. If you perceive it as a waste of time, then it's always going to be a waste of time.
Yeah.
If you perceive it as going to be beneficial and something for the future, if you speak it into existence, then guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to come to existence and it's going to become something. As I say, it's all a matter of perspective, man. All matter of perspective.
So as long as you're pursuing it and you know that in your heart it's right, and it's real, just keep going towards it. Don't ever give up. Don't ever think that it's a waste, because you could be hindering yourself from that blessing that's on the other side of it.
Yeah, man, because we're our own worst enemy. You know what I mean? We get in front of ourselves and we think, should I do this? Should I not? Should I not? Should I not? Should I not? Well, one of the biggest things that I hold on to, man, is what's the only way to find out?
By trying it.
By doing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm just saying, just throwing out a little bit of flavor out there, man.
Kicking some tidbits for all these people, man.
Yeah. Trying to, at least, man. Sometimes I'd be stupid.
Bro, dude. When you talk about stupid, remember when we'd always get stupid in the studio, rap battling each other, bro?
Constantly, man.
Every single time,
Yeah, no,
like
Gilly,
at the end of the
talks
night.
about that all the time, right?
Yeah, bro. Like at the end of the night, everything be said and done. Everything, we got the mixing done. We got all the stuff recorded. We got everything the way we needed it to. And then all of a sudden, we're like, oh, throw on a couple beats, start freestyling. You know what I mean?
You know, one thing and another turns into a rap battle.
Rap battle. For a whole hour straight, you hit me with zingers and me getting you back. And then after that, I have to call quits, bro.
Yeah,
Quest is on, you know what I mean? He's diving deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
so,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you're chilling, man. Go ahead.
No. So I got a question for you, you know what I mean? How did you get the name Quest?
Oh, man. Well, see, so that one's a good one. So for a while, man, I didn't know what I was going to go by. I had no idea. You know, I had a couple names, but they were kind of like, I'm more or less ruined, bro, by people's comments. I'm like, oh, damn, I can't be going by that because it's kind of corny, kind of whack, you know what I mean? So I was like, I got to come up with something else. Well, I remember I got with you, Gilly, and we were in the studio, and we're sitting there thinking, what names can we come up with? Because nobody, you know, throwing out names and, you know, people coming with it. And I think you were actually the first one to say Quest, weren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, you're like,
why don't you go by? Give me that credit.
You're like, why don't you go by Quest? He goes, because what do you say? You're always on a journey. You're always going through life or something like that, man. Yeah.
I was like, you're always on your mission, bro. So like, that's why the name of this podcast is called Quest.
Quest
in life. It says Quest life, not a journey.
See, yeah, and then so with that, man, so that's funny. So now that he mentioned the story between us, so he mentioned, let's go with Quest. And then I was like, man, you know, you were like, oh, that's dope. So we all, you know, had agreed upon basis of the name. And then I remember we started messing with the lettering and whatnot, you know, how to spell it and whatnot like that. And then I think I was the one that came up with the QWST. Well, and then get this, bro. Tell me why. One day I was thinking, man. And I was like, you know, because I was obviously making music, putting out music, going back Quest for a little while. Yeah. And that's time when, you know, and I remember sitting there thinking one time, and I was like, you know, I was thinking, you know, I need to come up with something catchy for Quest, man. Like I go by Quest, but that's, you know, I got it with you guys. I was like, but what's the meaning? What can I give it? What can I give it, man? Yeah. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, man, what's one thing that I got?
What's the acronym you came up with?
Yeah, see, okay, this is what I'm leading up to, man. I'm like, what's something that I got? I was like, well, it's definitely, to me, I definitely believe I got quality. That's what I got. I got quality. And when I listen to my music, I'm not going to lie, man, I get that taste in my mouth, man. I get that taste, man. So then I started looking at Quest. I'm like, QWST. And I was like, what the hell? Quality with some taste. Yeah. And I was like, man, that name is gonna be forever stamped. That's quality with some taste. So if anybody's ever curious out there, Quest, why Quest? Obviously because it has a background meaning to it, and because baby, I got that quality with some taste. Boy, let them know. Let them know. Quality with some taste. You heard it from me.
Sheesh, boy. I finally gave up trying to get a new name, bro. Yeah. I did. Gilly was trying to tell me I need to switch my name again because everybody's confident. I'm like, yeah, she confident, he confident, we all confident, baby. But I'm your boy confident, baby. Your boy confident, baby. You dig? Yeah, so it's like that's what I said. Screw it. What I'm doing is I'm not switching confident, but I'm adding to it. Your boy confident. So you are, and then boy BIO.
BIO or BOI?
BOI, my bad. My
boy don't know how to spell, man. Boy, this is why we work together.
Oh boy, dude, it's all these, man. I've been at it like a crack addict on this shit, bro. Like I'm just saying, bro. We've been trying to get this podcast kicking. You know what I mean? Trying to figure stuff out. So like, but yeah, it's gonna be UR and then BOI and then confident. So your boy confident, which you guys will see how I spell it in the intro of this video. You know what I mean?
So and the intro to this video is nasty. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. It's gonna set your laptops on fire.
Well, dog, it has to be, boy. It got you all gassed up. You see what I'm saying, boy? Shade spitting flames, boy.
My head's already this big, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, dude, like, bro, it's crazy, dude, because we've known each other like what, 4 years now?
Yeah, just about 4 years, man.
Dude, and within these last 4 years, like, dude, within these last 5 years, I've grown so much since I met you guys. Like, when I met Gilly, that's like, it was like God sitting down right next to us and like, I'm gonna walk you through this. Because I just went independent, bro. I just went independent, left this group out here, which I wasn't doing much with because they had too much drama going on. They were called JTB, which stands for Just the Beginning.
Oh, just the beginning.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
But
you're
it's kind
part
of
of a
funny.
group?
Yeah, I was part of a group, but I only laid down like 2 tracks. I couldn't get past all the drama and all the stress that was going on. So like when I went independent, like literally like a month later, bro, my little brother Eric, and then Nate, and Nate knows Eric. They were throwing a party together. That's how I ended up running into Gilly. We didn't get along the first time around. We bumped heads. You feel me?
See that story I know.
Yeah,
man.
I was like, I'll save that for when we sit down with Gilly. You know,
another time.
Yeah,
topic,
I was like,
man, yeah.
But what happened was I ended up like a couple weeks later getting a call like 10. I was already like crashed out, bro, because I had to work the next day. You know, and then what happened was my little brother hit me up. He's like, hey, I'm at Nate's cousin's. Like, I want you to meet him. Like, he's dope. Like, he doesn't sound local. You know, because you know how these local Latin artists out here all sound the same. It's like,
man, SPM, man.
Yeah, I was like, nah,
mad
bro.
Respect, though, man.
Yeah, like mad respect to SPM. You know what I mean? Mad respect to Worst. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
yeah,
like,
definitely, man.
but they all have that same sound. Like they couldn't evolve. You know, there's only like a select few that like once I actually met Gilly and started kicking it with him, I seen a lot more people that didn't sound local. You know, but when I ended up going to his house, bro, he had like a bunch of people there. You know what I mean? And his cousin D was there too. And then Gilly was just chilling. And once we locked eyes, bro, I was like, oh, bro, that's the same dude I almost fought at that party, bro. And I thought stuff was going to go down, but he gave me the benefit of the doubt, bro. Because like when he looked at me, he's like, really, bro? He gave me that look like, really?
He's all this guy's back.
But when we ended up talking, bro, he handed me a mic and we started freestyling, right? And he's like, bro, like he looked at me, he was like tripping out because I didn't sound local, you know what I mean? Like he was not expecting what I spit to come out of me. And I wasn't just sticking on one wave. I knew how to work a room. So I bounced around with different styles. And he's like, whoa, you know, after that, we ended up outside speaking, like literally we talked for like 3 or 4 hours straight and then clicked up ever since, bro. And like, so far that's been my spiritual buddy, you know what I mean? On top of my music buddy, like,
yeah, no doubt, man.
He's actually what helped make this possible, bro. Like this part of Music Made, you know what I mean? He adopted me into Music Made. And it's like, hey, bro, he's all, if I'm in it, you in it. You know what I mean? If I own it, you own it. So like, mad love.
Yeah, man. And that's what I always think is excellent and great, man, is, you know, using that to encourage yourself to create something new because of it. You know what
Exactly,
I mean? The
bro.
results that it comes from it. Because obviously, man, my influences, you know, of course, like I said before, you know, Ayani, man. Shout out to Ayani.
I know.
Shout out to Sirius, man.
He's my influence for the video part.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for him, like me looking at the way he's doing certain things, and I wouldn't get the ideas I'm getting. I would be starting from scratch, like literally, like back to the basics. He gave me a rough draft of how I started doing Why You Talking podcast. He gave me a quick rundown. I'm using more more shots than him, you know what I mean? Using more cameras, but like at the same time, it's like he gave me the organization and the thought that I needed to push forward in that video part of it. I remember sitting down, we would sit down and we were trying to, we did the Butterflies cover.
Oh, yeah, the Butterflies cover.
We did, which one? We also did the cover for, I designed the cover for the one that Gilly did, not Hold Up. I might have done Hold Up's cover.
You did Hold Up.
Yeah, I did Hold Up's cover. I did his. Oh yeah, that's the one. The one where he dropped that EP where it was like the Matrix code on his face.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the name of that one, but I did that one. Manny was there for that one. He helped me do the videos. He's the one that gave me the like showed me how to give. Even though it was a still frame, he still showed me how to like the basics of the program. You see what I'm saying? So I still shout out to IE Cinematics for that one, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. And
and we're just like a little group, bro.
How
like
it feeds into each other.
Exactly,
It just
dog.
goes back. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how it has to be, bro. Like I get it. Everybody wants a piece of the pie for themselves. You know what I mean? But if we all just realize, like, if we all work together, we're all in it for the same common goal. We would propel each other even further. Where we would end up getting our own piece of the pie. You feel me?
Yeah, man. And that's how it should work, bro. And that's how the way it should be.
Yeah.
And then and that's what I'm saying, man. Like getting my encouragement from Ayani, from Sirius to Stone, or my boy ST1 out there too. You know what I mean? I'm over here dropping his real name, man. My bad. I love you, man.
It's
but
all
you know
good.
what I mean? You know what I mean? Like getting the encouragement from them.
Yeah.
Made me into who I am today.
Yeah.
With Gilly, you know, continuing to keep working on music and, you know, him bringing his thing and me be like, oh man, I got to come back with the same energy, you know what I mean? And just feeding off of that made me who I am today.
Bro, that last joint, like, I remember him presented you with a beat. He's like, hey, bro, I got this track. And you wrote in like, what, a day?
Dude,
you hit him up like, I already got my verse ready. And he's like, what?
Yeah, man. I mean, not to toot my own horn, man. And I don't like tooting my own horn much, even though I talk a lot of shit. But, you know, to be honest, man, I love it. That's one thing that I love about the creating process, bro. I love writing. I love that's probably my hands down my favorite thing right there, man. Is writing, bro.
I don't like writing.
Yeah, I love writing, bro. So me, bro, I be getting beats sometimes, and I'm not gonna lie, man. There's times where it takes me weeks. And there's times where, bro, it could take me a day or two, bro. Sometimes there's been times where it took me, bro, 10 hours, man, just to sit there and write something, man.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I do love that part. So when it comes to writing, yeah, like Gilly giving me a beat right away, man. Man, I had done deal, man. I was like, it's already done, bro. So the verse is already done. Let's record it.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's sick, bro. Like, but I do notice that your cadence has changed. Like, you're more intricate with it. Your emphasis of your words have gotten better.
Oh, thank you.
In so many areas, like, and like I remember when Gilly went through that same era. Like, it was funny because me and Gilly actually talked about a year and a half ago when you were going through. He's like, hey, bro. He's like, I feel like Tito's going through a similar thing I went through, and I just got out of. And it's where your writing's awesome, right? But the way you enunciate it and the way you speak it in the mic,
wasn't always clear.
Yes, it wasn't
tell me
there,
about it.
and it took away from the actual verse because you couldn't get the character. But then when I seen that, like, we started hearing you and hearing more and more. And I know Gilly helped out a little bit, but it was all you clicking on it is what caused it, because now you got a whole different sound, bro.
Well, you know,
a whole different sound.
What's funny with that is the first person to ever really call me out on that is actually Ayani, man.
Really?
Yeah, bro. He used to tell me back in the day all the time when we were free flow. He goes, "It's dope." He goes, "But your pronunciation could be better, bro." That's one thing he's always told, your pronunciation. And so with that, and then of course working with Gilly and stuff, and of course, you know, wanting to get better and be better, or not necessarily be better, but you know what I mean. You don't want him to get better.
Yeah.
You know, with that, it's like, man, like I really do think about how I pronounce. Sometimes I do a little exercise when I'm you know what I mean?
But make sure you could get it out clear.
Exactly, man, because especially when you're rapping, bro, especially when you're spitting a verse, bro, and you want it said a very specific way and you got it like laid out to a T, man, your pronunciation and everything has to be like on point, because, man, there's been times where I don't have it on point, man. It jacks up the whole theme.
You know what? You guys haven't released that song yet, huh? It's on that album that you guys are working on, huh? The one that I can't say it. I was like, bro, there's a point right there where you blew my mind, bro. I was sitting there listening to you guys, and I was like, oh my God, what did I just hear? Boy got bop, you know?
Yeah, man.
You got that saucy bop going on right there. I was just like, boy.
Yeah, the E-E-I-O, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I gotta practice that pronunciation.
Bro, that's what. But see, that's the thing about us, bro. Like, I know you always like my bop, bro. The way I bounced, the way I said it, you know what I mean?
Clever, man. You're excellent. You're
I was all,
like,
bitch, I'm way too clever. Never been no quitter.
Yeah, see that, bro.
I'm a stack cheddar like my rap spin bitter. It's a vendetta, and I'm all in my zone. They asking me like, what am I on? Fuck it, I done spit the seat to everybody beneath and get mad at me because it'll be man down. Done a beseech you, I never beseech you, but I'll be taking the crown. So tell me who's the man. Man, I fucked it up.
Shit, man, you had it right there.
Fucked it up, man. But like, yeah, bro, like my bop, like. Dude, I had some ones, bro. Like, we gotta get you down on a freestyle track, bro.
I
ain't got no beat. But yeah, bro. Like, I remember this one that I got down on, bro. Back in the day, Gilly tripped out because he didn't know it was a freestyle. But he knew I wrote part of the verse, but he didn't know the freestyle. And it was on my cousin's track. You know what I mean? I think it was called Pleasure and Pain. You know what I mean? Where I go, confidence is a passion. Meditate to illuminate through this clash and take time like it's drastic. My movements is like a maverick. Quit asking me questions like, what is my status? I'm in this for war, in this for God. You're so blind to what am I on? I'm in this eye. Can't touch my height because I'm paramount. Seeing over the summits, I've been in this gun and no longer in the scenic front line. While I'm running, I keeping it head hunting out my honcho shit. So watch what your problem is. Y'all know we got good days and bad days, but it's all how you got to go and ponder it. Honestly, it's so astonishing. Confident doesn't get it with his confidence. You know what I mean? Like,
see, yeah.
but
see,
it's
bro.
just like the bop, bro. Like I love bounce and I love bop.
The way you bounce back and forth, bro.
Yeah, bro.
From the flow structure to the flow style, stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
clever.
Like, and then like I'm watching you guys, bro.
Different clever.
I was like, I'm watching you guys, bro, and I'm hearing how saucy you guys are getting on these new albums and your flow structures, bro. And I'm like, they ain't ready.
Yeah, let's see. I'm debating, bro. Should I even give him a little taste, a little lyrics?
He might, bro. He might.
I don't know, man. I'll throw it in. You can decide whether you want to keep this in there or not, man. Let's see. All right, so I got this new one, man. This one. See, and this is the stuff. This is more of the stuff that I like I'm really focusing on, man. Is especially like digging in deep and getting into those feelings, man, and really getting to your core and writing like something just like very serious, man, and something just very like impactful.
Yeah.
So this one's gonna be called Behind Closed Doors. So this is a little taste and a little flavor of something new going on. So it goes. How do you feel when you're alone? How do you feel when the doors close? When you answering to God and you can't hide from what you know? When you struggling inside but you can't bear to let it show? Where a frown behind a smile feel like the battle's on your own? Wipe the tears up off your cheek, remind yourself that you were grown. Cause you a man now and got a reputation to uphold. So you hide the wounds but you can't hide the scars up in your soul. When you grip the chrome and press the cold barrel against your dome. Looking for a sign, knowing damn well you won't do it though. This ain't the time, you decide next time to let it go. So you move with life, it gets alright till you're confused or cold. Can't catch a break and you're back to the same old story told. These are feelings that are filled with the crave to do good wills that only God and time could heal. For now, I drive behind the wheel. Silence comes with the pain, that's a danger that can kill. Behind the doors are the feelings that most people rather seal.
Oh, damn.
That's
Deep.
just a little taste, taste of what we're about to get into.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Some killer stuff,
Oh,
man.
man. I can't wait.
Killer, man.
I can't wait. Everybody, you guys got to stay tuned. You guys got to really be in it, like I can't wait for this whole new thing to hit, like can't wait for all these EPs, albums, everything that's been held in and worked on these last few months, like to finally hit the basis, because when it hits, everybody's running hot. So like, it's everybody better get their fireproof suits on, man, because these boys are gassed up. They ready to hit the ground running. So
yeah, man, we just bro, they're not even ready to expect what we be bringing, man. Nah,
boy. But anyways, man, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me on here, man. This was exciting, man. This is excellent, bro.
This is something different, man. I appreciate you being my first episode of Music Made Me Different, and giving people a chance to vibe out with you and vibe out with me.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for all the knowledge you kick to them, all the new insight, because it's going to be helpful for people that struggle. You know how it is when I was struggling. You seen me struggle, so you know what not to do. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man.
But I appreciate you, bro. Mad love.
Thank
all
you,
blessings, you know what I mean? I appreciate the love and the grace and the blessing of you shedding on these mics right now with that hot verse right there.
That's a hot 16 right there, man. Shout out Drake.
It's a Drake. Is there anything you want to say before we sound off?
Yeah, well, one thing, if there's anything that I gotta say, is just keep pushing. If you love music, if you really have a passion for it, don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep doing you. Don't let anybody get in your way. Also, you can find me at Who Is Quest on Instagram. You could also find me at Quest on Facebook. I'm on all streaming platforms, and it's spelled QWST. Remember, kids, today that's quality with some taste.
Amen. Yeah. The link's also going to be for his hyper follow is going to be posted below in the comment section of this
that's
too.
What I'm talking about.
And yeah, nothing but mad love, guys.
No,
Peace out.
man. Deuces.